Hey guys, it's me again with another Rebel Teacher interview. If you remember, we are interviewing teachers that are out there just doing awesome and teaching kids, even though we don't have any face-to-face classes. And I want to highlight some of the awesome things that you guys are doing. So today we have got Tess Johnson with us. She is the newest teacher to our team, and she is at North Brunswick High School. So Tess, tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Hey, guys. So I moved down from Ohio for college and I graduated with a degree in environmental science. I never really left after getting that degree. So I went back and got my master's in secondary science education. And here I am. I'm in my first year of teaching. And like Jamie said, I just started with North Brunswick on March 2nd. So I had my kids for 2 weeks and then we are in quarantine.
What a fun time to start. Yes. You'll have lots of cool skills after this. So we are all sort of superhero teachers, and though you're new to North, you have been teaching for almost a year now. So what is your teacher superpower?
I think my teacher superpower would be adaptability. So I feel like this year, with being my first year of teaching, I've had to adapt a lot, not only in everyday classes, but with content, changing schools, counties. I think that having that ability to adapt would be my superpower.
Awesome. I would agree with that completely. So what made you get into teaching to begin with?
So I always knew I wanted to be a teacher from a very young age, but then when I got to college, I took elementary education. I thought that that's what was my path. One class in elementary education made me realize that it was not my path. And so I did environmental science instead because I discovered the whole world of environmental education, which is amazing. But it was very hard to find a stable job in environmental education because it was very seasonal. So I ended up going back and doing my master's in science education because people are always going to need a science teacher. And it's something that I am passionate about. So I just bring a lot of those environmental education skills into the class.
Awesome. Yeah. That's funny. We always think like the elementary teachers are the real superheroes, and then they always think that we're the real superheroes. So it's kind of fun when we all get together. um, so you're at North and you guys are Scorpions. And though you've only been there a little bit of time, you did student teach there last year. So what's your favorite thing about your new school?
The love and support that I've gotten from everyone. So even during my internship, I had endless support from everyone at the school. And now I'm just getting a lot of support, not only from the science department, but from my beginning teacher mentor. And that just means a lot to me, having that support system, not only during this time, but as a first year teacher as well.
Great. Awesome. And the last question is, we have been on quarantine and we have been exploring all kinds of new tools, some old tools. So what has been your most favorite tool to use and why?
So a tool that I've incorporated into my lessons is something that involves the students getting outside and writing. So I really love science, but I also really love reading and writing. So what I have them do is it's something that I learned during one of my classes in grad school with Miss Amy Long. You have the Sand County Almanac by Aldo Leopold, and you do a reading, and then there's activity cards that go with it. And it usually has them getting outside and doing some type of activity. So for example, this is the one that they're going to do tomorrow. So I'm going to incorporate it to be Friday activities. So it's kind of something to take a step back from the regular schedule and lessons. So this one has a quote from the book, and then the action is listen to the sounds of nature in your area, describe the sounds you hear, and try to identify what animals are making the sounds. So it's just something simple that gets them outside and doing something different. And then I usually try to tie in a question about how they're doing during this time and how I can support them on the Google Doc that they turn in.
Awesome. That's a great activity, and I love that they're getting outside. I feel like we're so tech driven right now that when I see a tree, I'm like, look at that pretty tree. I never noticed how cute it was.
Yeah, and everything's in bloom right now, so everything's super green. It's great.
Yeah, I love it. All right. Well, that's all I've got for you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much for interviewing me.
Absolutely. I'm glad to.